Good morning. Welcome to your daily operations weather briefing at 10 a.m. Our daily weather briefing at 10 a.m. We have some cloudy skies out there currently. You're going to see our rain chances increase as we move into the afternoon hours today, especially during the late afternoon hours into the evening hours, where we have a very good chance of some rain showers, possibly some moderate rain at times. And then tonight we'll have a warm front moving through the region during the overnight time period that will lower our ceilings, as well as give us a chance of some patchy fog, drizzle, and even a slight chance of a thunderstorm. So much more active weather today and tonight compared to what we've seen the last few days. We'll see temperatures peaking out today around 61 degrees here at Wallops. But across the region yesterday, we did see a nice day away from the coastline, especially. Temperatures more seasonable for this time of year. Richmond at 70, that was a warm spot. Other locations in the upper 60s yesterday. Here at Wallops, we were at 64, while the cool spot was Ocean City at 57 degrees. Last night, we did see temperatures dropping down in the 40s and the 50s. Salisbury was the cool spot at 44 degrees. Here at Wallops, we saw 54 degrees. As I mentioned, most of the locations in the lower to mid 50s, some locations in the lower 40s, such as Salisbury. Past 24 hours, seeing anywhere from 0.02 of an inch at Richmond to traces in Langley, Newport News, and Norfolk, with the precipitation that's currently across the southern portion of the Mid-Atlantic region. That'll be moving towards our region for later on this afternoon. As of 9 a.m., we are seeing anywhere from cloudy skies across the region and also seeing some light rainfall in those locations that did see the small amounts of rainfall the last 24 hours from this morning. As of 9 a.m., we are seeing 59 degrees under cloudy skies here at Wallops. Looking at our sounding from 12Z this morning, we have a freezing level at 10,100 feet. Our winds are out of the southeasterly component at 34 knots at 1,000 feet, and that's actually our strongest wind throughout the column this morning, as we have winds decreasing to 20 to 30 knots throughout the column today, seeing our winds becoming more southerly and then south-southwesterly at 25,000 feet at 27 knots. Looking at our surface analysis of the 12Z this morning, we have an area high pressure that's currently across the western portion of the Atlantic Ocean that's allowing for this warm front and area low pressure starting to approach our region to tighten the pressure gradient, giving us the breezy conditions, and that has allowed for us to put out a wind advisory this morning. That will continue throughout the day-to-day as we'll see winds right around that 25 knots and seeing that peak wind for later on this afternoon about 27 knots with the gusty winds. We'll have this rainfall that's currently across the Carolinas and Tidewater of Virginia move towards our region for this afternoon. You can see a little bit more of the heavier rainfall and convection across the coastal portions of South Carolina and southern North Carolina that'll try to move towards our region tonight, but most likely we won't be seeing any thunderstorm activity, only about a 10% chance. Looking at our surface conditions from this morning, seeing our infrared satellite overlaid and the radar overlaid on the surface observations, looking at abundant cloud cover across the region, rainfall starting to spread from the south to the north, and that's going to provide us with our rain showers for this afternoon. Seeing temperatures rising up in the upper 50s, we'll see highs in the lower 60s today before that rainfall moves in. The temperatures drop back into the upper 50s to mid 50s with that rainfall. Looking at our prog charts the next few days, we'll have those rain showers moving in this afternoon from the south with that warm front and area low pressure starting to approach from the south. You can see that good chance of rainfall for tonight, that warm front moving through. Once that warm front does move through, we'll see a slight chance of a thunderstorm, most likely just going to see some lingering light rainfall and drizzle and some patchy fog across the region. Then for our Wednesday AM period, we have a upper level low pressure system that's associated with this weak area of surface low pressure going to move through our region for our Wednesday afternoon, and that's going to provide us with an additional chance of showers and additional slight chance of a thunderstorm, with a little bit of weak instability building during the afternoon, as we'll see temperatures in the upper 60s for highs. Looking for our Thursday, we'll have decent conditions for our Thursday, as we'll be in between two systems. Another system that's going to be quickly approaching from the southeast states for Friday on Thursday, that's going to provide us with high pressure in between the system that departed for our Wednesday and the system that are approaching for Friday, and that'll give us decent conditions for Thursday, seasonable temperatures. You're going to see more cloudiness during the afternoon, especially with some upper level cloudiness moving in from the southeast. Looking at our our wrist chart for today, We'll be having a chance of precip, especially during the afternoon hours. Once we get after the noontime period, we'll introduce a slight chance, and then after 3 o'clock today or 1500 local, we'll be seeing a good chance of some rainfall moving in. A red condition after 1600 local to 8 o'clock or 20 local this evening. And then moving into the overnight hours, we'll be seeing continued chance of those rain showers. And once we move into the overnight time period, we'll be seeing that lingering rain shower or drizzle and a slight chance of a thunderstorm. Our winds are going to be fairly breezy today, seeing a peak wind out of the southeast this afternoon. In the evening hours of 15 to 20 knots and gusting to 27 knots. Moving into the overnight time period, once that warm front does move north of the region, we'll see our winds die down out of the south-southeast at 7 to 12 knots. And with that warm front moving through the area, we'll be seeing the ceilings reducing down to near 500 feet after 8 o'clock tonight, and then we'll have a better chance of seeing those ceilings below 500 feet and even some patchy fog in the region from 4 local to 8 local on our Wednesday morning. Looking at our 24-hour terminal forecast, as of 10 a.m. this morning, we currently have a few clouds at 5,500 feet, a scattered deck at 10,000 feet, a broken deck at 15,000 feet, an overcast deck 18,000 feet. We're seeing a slight chance of those rain showers after 12 o'clock today, and then after 1,500 local, we'll be seeing a likely chance of those rain showers in the region, a chance of a moderate rainfall as well. Moving into the evening hours, we'll just continuing to see those rain showers, lowering the ceilings down by 20 local at 800 feet, an overcast deck at 1,500 feet, and we'll have a likely scenario. We'll go overcast at 600 feet with some moderate rainfall during the late evening hours into the early overnight hours. Looking for our overnight hours, we'll see a 10% probability of a thunderstorm from Wednesday at 2 a.m. to Wednesday at 6 a.m. And once we move into tomorrow morning, by Wednesday 8 o'clock, we're just seeing some lower ceilings, possibility of some patchy drizzle or fog in the region. Our tides are slightly above normal, and moving into our Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday we'll have overcast skies, lingering low clouds, patchy fog, and drizzle during the morning. Then we'll be mostly cloudy, a chance of a shower and a slight chance of a thunderstorm in the late afternoon and evening. Have a high of 69 degrees, yellow for precipitation, as well as our ceilings and visibility. For Wednesday night, we'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies, mild conditions, a low of 51 degrees, a green chart for Wednesday night. And for Thursday, we'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies, pleasant conditions, a high of 68 degrees. We'll see green conditions for our Thursday in between those two systems moving in. Looking at the next 7 days, we'll see 61 degrees today, that rainfall moving in during the afternoon hours, continued chance tonight. And then Wednesday, we'll see additional chance of those rain showers during the late afternoon, evening hours with that upper level low moving overhead. That's going to provide us with a decent chance of those showers moving in the region. Should be 69 here, not 59. For our Thursday, we'll have temperatures in the upper 60s for highs. We'll see mostly cloudy skies, especially during the afternoon and the evening hours, with that upper level cirrus building in from the south ahead of the system that's going to move through most likely Friday morning. Some of the models are delaying that till Friday afternoon, but we'll see a decent chance of some showers moving through on Friday morning, possibly lingering during the early afternoon hours on our Friday afternoon, but most likely we'll just see decreasing cloudiness during our Friday afternoon with a high of 63 degrees. And for Saturday, we'll see fairly nice conditions, a high of 69 degrees. Sunday will cool down just a bit as a dry cold front moves through Saturday evening, and behind that we'll see a slightly cooler air mass moving in with 61 degrees for a high. And then Monday we'll see a large area high pressure moving overhead, so slightly chilly start to our Monday, a low of 44 degrees. Could be a little bit cooler in the inland locations of the Delmarva Peninsula. And for Monday afternoon, we'll have a high of 65 degrees. Looking at the long range, if you're really wanting some warmer temperatures and spring weather, looks like that area high pressure is going to move off the coast early next week. That's going to provide us with temperatures above normal. Possibly could see our first 80-degree day here at Wallops in quite a while for early next week, with some much warmer air moving into the region. Well, that's going to complete the weather briefing for this morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m.